friends, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising positions for the week of November 22nd to the 28th. Okay, so we're going to get started with this White Light Oracle deck. I'm going to cut the deck and take a card, and we're going to read it at the end of the reading. There we go. Okay, so you can look forward to that. All right, now let's begin with the Moon deck here and see what are the major themes and guiding messages for Virgo as they go through their week on the heels of the eclipse and the full moon. Very exciting energy here. Ooh, okay, so let's take the card that fell on the floor and this one that flipped over. So we've got quite a few messages here for Virgo. Okay, so let's see. We received the energy is gaining momentum. What do you need to release? And we also see here a fiery climax approaches and bring love into a situation. Okay, what's on the bottom of the deck here? A romantic cycle begins. Capricorn received that message as well. So there seems to be something entering here for Virgo as well. Interesting energy for the earth signs this for this upcoming week. Okay, so bringing love into a situation and a new romantic cycle beginning. But first something needs to be released. And there seems to be a scenario that there is sort of approaching a climax and the energy is gaining momentum. You can almost see a snowball forming sort of as things are ramping up into a situation where there is going to need to be a release of some kind. What do you need to release? I feel like something could be coming to a new level. Perhaps bringing love into the situation and this new romantic cycle are speaking to something that Virgo is in a relationship already maybe, and it's going to involve that relationship deepening. Or perhaps this is for a Virgo that is not in a relationship who might find that some romance is, divinely timed for you this week, perhaps, or it's gaining momentum into something that's going to show up. This is very exciting. Okay, so what will be very supportive to Virgo as they move through their week and in through this gaining momentum? This energy must feel a little bit like it's building into something, and then a release will need to be taken. Something will need to be released. Okay, bottom of the deck we see solitude. And the three cards you received are potential, illumination, and voyage. Interesting. So voyage, illumination, and potential. That makes me think of that there could be so much potential in the next phase of whatever situation is gaining momentum right now, that there are some depths to travel into to see the potential here and to really understand through solitude what this all means for you, Virgo. This is feeling like a week of self-discovery that's going to sort of be triggered by a situation that is building in momentum. Something is building. And let's see, we're going to take the tarot cards and see if we can add to this story here for Virgo. But it seems like a situation that is prominently on your mind is gaining momentum. It's building towards a fiery climax, right? Something feels like it's coming into resolution here. We've got a Page of Swords. Wow. And the challenge is the Star card. So Virgo, there is something that it's almost like, okay, this is very interesting, Virgo. When I see the Page of Swords in reverse crossed by the Star card, that tells me that your authenticity is preventing you from making a communication that you don't even have faith in. There's something that it's almost like there's something pushing you towards making some sort of communication that doesn't feel authentic for you. And perhaps that's the thing gaining momentum here, that there's a situation that you almost feel false in. You feel false as you speak in this light. You're not feeling authentic. You're not feeling like you can keep up these words anymore. Perhaps are you holding back? Maybe you are holding back on being authentic in your romantic relationship, and you need to bring love into the situation. Maybe you're holding back because you feel like maybe there is no love left, and you're being asked to sort of communicate something. Page of Swords, there's a mental conflict that needs resolution, that's challenging you, and it doesn't feel authentic to you. Top of mind for you is this idea that, careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for, because it doesn't feel authentic to you. 9 of Cups in reverse is something that it's like, careful what you wish for. All that glitters isn't gold. There's an illusion here. There is an illusion here, and I feel like you are needing to go into solitude to have it illuminated. Oops, sorry, hang on one sec. That fell on the ground. There it is. There is a need here for some solitude in order to understand something more so than it's being understood now. There is an illusion here that seems like it is something, but it's actually something else. And you know it now. I feel like Virgo is understanding that they've been part of a dynamic that's not in line with what they actually feel. And maybe that's what needs to be released here. We see the 9 of Wands in reverse sort of driving your reading, which says that, to me, that there's a challenge for you to connect your truth to something. It doesn't feel authentic. Yeah, Virgo is facing a situation that doesn't feel authentic. Very interesting here. Temperance in reverse. Patience is being challenged. Your ability to stay in the present moment is being challenged. You're feeling disconnected. And I think it's because you're not feeling authentic. There is a lack of authenticity in a situation, and it's revealing a lot of illusions to you. And as a result, you've sort of lost your patience with this situation. You've lost your patience with it, and I feel like that's why we're getting a fiery climax here, and that maybe something needs to be spoken. What do you need to release? Could be referring to some communication that you need to speak honestly. You need to speak honestly, because your authenticity is revealing these illusions to you, and you're starting to lose your patience here. King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're not seeing that you can connect these dots. You're like, you know what, this change, this initiation, this development, this evolution doesn't feel right to me. This doesn't resonate with me. This doesn't feel authentic to me. I don't think I can participate in this. It almost feels haphazard. It almost feels like, I don't know. You don't trust it. You don't trust that you can connect these dots and be authentic. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this feels like false. This does not feel genuine. This doesn't feel like a true connection. When I see the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it's a false connection. There is some ego attachment here. This isn't about self-reliance and expressing the self authentically. Something is not enriching this experience for you, Virgo. There's an element here that is sort of, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It is feeling like there's some element that's not, it's not fortuitous. The way this is moving forward, it feels like it's it's not on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like something is sketchy here. There is an element here that is not on the up and up. It's not in flow. It's not part of the natural rhythm of this cycle. And you know it. And I feel like maybe you've been participating in it, but now that you see the potential here, you're sort of trying to get distance from it, I think. It feels like you're trying to get distance from it now that you see it for what it is. This is really interesting. High Priestess in reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you don't trust another person's, or that's the Eight of Pentacles, sorry. You don't trust someone's efforts. You feel that there is something hidden about someone's motives, efforts, their reason, the efforts that they're making. You feel like there's intentions behind them, and you don't know the full scope of it. You don't know the full scope of it. And it's very interesting because somehow once this comes to light, it could deepen the intimacy you feel with your partner, because you know, I feel like you could initiate a new cycle here, but it could be one that could be the cycle that's false. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Seven of Wands in reverse on the bottom, Virgo. That says to me that you're like you're not seeing the whole picture. You know, when the Seven of Wands is upright, that says to me that, like, look at this character. He sees what's going on and he's able to defend himself because he's looking around and he can see what's going on. But when it's in reverse, that really makes me feel that you don't know everything that's going on. That you're sort of stabbing your wand in the dark here, but it's like it's a feeling you have. You have a feeling that you can't trust the efforts of the people around you in this dynamic. This is very interesting. I'm very curious what the Oracle card is going to say. You received the Perfume of Sophia card. Now, I'm going to grab the guidebook for you. The messages in this deck, it's a new deck for me, is these messages I just find are so profound. So I'm going to read to you straight from the guidebook here. Okay, you will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with your body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even though confusing circumstance where one moment you are sure of the answer is no, and the next moment you're sure it is yes. Yeah, there is that energy here for sure. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with a positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously and according to divine timing. Well, that would certainly answer some of the questions that this reading has created. It's interesting. It says here, as you lean into natural timing rather than trying to force something to happen, you'll remain connected to your own ground of being. You won't be pushed into going ahead. You'll be in connection with yourself. You'll be able to sense with your body and soul that which might otherwise confuse your mind. Interesting. And it says you will instinctively sniff out the truth of the situation. Isn't that a profound message, considering the depth of unknowns in this reading? You know what I mean? Like, this whole reading has sort of revealed to me a big mystery that Virgo doesn't know the whole story, but has been sort of pulled along on this journey and doesn't see exactly the motive of something that's happening here. But you know, I like the message of this card, which suggests that it's all divinely timed, and to not feel like you need to push or pull things into place, but rather to just lean into what feels natural and to use your instincts and trust that everything will be illuminated. You know, and then We saw the Temperance card, which suggests that you're feeling like you're out of patience, but it's patience is exactly where you're being guided to. You're being guided to patience and to your intuition, which you're also sort of feeling like you're not sure if you can trust it, because so much of this is unknown to you. And, so many messages here about trusting the body and using your senses, which makes me think of the Queen of Pentacles, which is also in reverse, which suggests that that's a challenge for you. But man, Nine of Cups and Eight of Wands in reverse, something is unknown to you. And it's not something that is bringing you to a place of authenticity. It feels false. It feels like an illusion to you. Really interesting reading for you, Virgo. I'm going to leave it at that. If this has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, you can find my email in the description below. And as always, thank you so much for liking, watching, and subscribing. And we'll see you again very soon for another reading. Sending you lots of love and light, my friends. Take care.